Take Run City, No Cap Rap News. Back with another one. This time we got that boy DJ Akademiks talking about Young Thug, man, and his album U.Y. Scooty. Sold 48,000 copies the first week. Good. Cause that's trash. And I think it's a lot of people that's trash too that's, taking up for that shit, man. You make yourself white on the album cover. You say you want to be big, go white. How did it turn out for you? Then on the first song on the album, you on there saying the hard ER. How flaw is that, man? How sickening, how disgusting is that, bruh? You got little kids looking up to you. You got your own kids looking up to you. You got people of color looking up to you, bro. This what you come up with. Just fought the biggest case in your life in Atlanta history. You made it out by the grace of God. And then here you go with this nigga shit. You doing nigga shit. I don't respect it, man. And I don't respect the niggas that be capping for him, acting like that shit hard or that shit fly or that shit whatever. That shit trash, man. That shit garbage. Y'all niggas garbage too that let that shit slide, man. I'm just being 100. I don't respect that shit. That's that coon shit. That's that sucker shit. That's that fun boy activity. But I'm going to leave that shit alone. I'm going to leave that shit right there. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, DJ Akademiks, he say the Thug loses aura. I don't think he ever had none, but he definitely lost it, if you ask me. Akademiks reacts to Young Thug's Ooey Scooty on pace to sell 48K first week. Let's go, man.
So, chat, first and foremost, the rappers are squabbling again. Okay? The rappers are squabbling again. Before we get to that, though, let me just talk about this. I was pleasantly surprised when I seen this. Young Thug, Ooey Scooty, I think that's how you say the name, is on pace to sell 48K. This is the first time in a while we've seen Young Thug's sales, while he's not in jail or dropping a project in jail, go in a reverse direction. Now, this are the list of all of his albums that have sold. And if you look at it, So Much Fun was a crossing point for Thug. Once he hit So Much Fun, YSL was already established, but it was a phenomenal album, curated really good, and it did 131,000. He did 100,000 afterwards, and even when he was in jail, even though he couldn't talk a certain way, because obviously the records are going to be monitored by the court, and he couldn't diss certain people, and there were old records. Business is Business still did 89,000. Now, the long-awaited Young Thug Being Free album, which is now titled Ooey Scooty, came out and it only did 48,000. I like Thug, and I hope no one think I'm being facetious with these thoughts. This is a complete flop. And I'm going to give some constructive advice to Thug because I do think he's at that point. We get it. He has some issues with people who might not be friends anymore. He's trying to convince people of whatever. And I said this on Vlad today. The clip is not coming out yet, but I said Young Thug ruined all of his mystique. And it's because people found out his kryptonite. I always say, like, if I'm going back and forth with somebody online, I'm always trying to figure out their kryptonite. What makes them tick? When I figure out what makes you tick, I'm going to have a good time with it, right? And it could be whatever. It could be if you're sensitive about, like shit. It's like, for example, SZA. SZA's sensitive about her skin, her weight, the fact that she had 8 surgeries, like all of that. So I know how to get under her skin whenever I need to. That is the point with pretty much everybody. Like, shit, even me. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know, maybe what that was or is. Like, I mean, maybe for a while, maybe my weight. I don't know. But there's always some way that's the kryptonite of even the person who looks the most unbothered. And I think we found it for Thug. It was questioning his street credibility or these snitch allegations. Young Thug has been acting out of character ever since he got out of jail. Ever since people started accusing him of doing such things, and ever since people are looking at like the narrative of him saying all these other people are rats, people are looking at it like some hypocrisy stuff, he's been damn near spiraling. The reason why I say that's his kryptonite is because usually for 90% of men, the kryptonite, if you want to get them to crash out or act out of pocket, is questioning their manhood. Yo, you gay as hell. Somebody might shoot you for that. They might go to jail behind that. Why? Because that's usually a trigger point for most men, especially black men in America. Young Thug wore a dress and was unbothered and unfazed for years. Did not care what we thought about him. He had dresses, makeup, he had whatever on. I used to make jokes about him all the goddamn time. He was unbothered. I told people, I said, I knew Thug was in an interesting spot. For all these years I've covered hip-hop, and granted, I've gotten bigger as a platform. I've never talked to Young Thug until about 2 weeks ago. I used to make all the thugger motherfucker jokes, all the jokes about him being flexible, all of that type of stuff. He never addressed me. He was like I never existed. They question if he's a rat. Thug is he can't have a good night of sleep. Spiraling. The mystique is gone. What I mean by the mystique, there was a time that we were like trying to figure out, and that's what most artists aim to do. It's great promotion when the fans are constantly talking about you, trying to figure you out. Damn, how does he make this great music? He wears a dress, he does this, and suppose he's like this big blood? And yo, he always stood on a test? Damn. Watching Thug do this explanation thing, and this is why I don't even like him explaining these calls. It's not a Thug thing to do. Thug, I knew he would have just said, fuck it, if you with me, you with me. And by the way,
hold up, Akademiks. Look, you trying to make excuses for the main fact. This dude is a rapper, okay? We talking about his first week sales of his album. Say this shit is garbage, bro. Say it's trash, which it is, man. Nothing dope about that shit, bro. And niggas be losing their integrity, man, and try to come up with all kind of extra excuses for niggas, man. That shit just garbage, bro. That shit ain't hard, man. That shit ain't nothing. It's trash. Flat out trash. I'm saying it. Since these other niggas won't say it. I watch all these podcasters and everybody try to make excuses for it or try to, skip over the first song and, act like that shit never happened, man. That's some whole shit, bro. And y'all be letting that shit slide, man. It ain't no, I'm finna say real nigga shit, but it ain't even about being a real nigga. It's just about being a proud black person, man. I'm sure your family ain't rocking with that shit, man. Can't be. Then you go on the Aiden Ross shit and be talking about, all my ops is hard ERs and, you know what I'm saying? And the Mexicans, they can say it. And Aiden, you can't. Man, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, bro. You sound stupid. They try to be like, it's a reason, it's an artistic reason behind the cover. And then you ask him, he sound dumb as hell. He don't even fucking know what the fuck he did. If I was just trying to, be controversial, make it go viral or blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you a sellout. You selling your own people out. You're the true definition of sellout. You selling your own people out for clout and for money, man, and for fame and shit. What kind of shit is that to tell a young black kid? You wanna be the biggest, you gotta go white. That shit's so flawed, bro. I don't know what's up with these new niggas, man. These new niggas is, I don't know. The era before me and my era, we wouldn't play none of that kind of shit like that. Still don't to this day, bro. But this shit is ridiculous, man. And then these niggas be making excuses for this shit, man. I don't get it, bro. But let's continue, man.
Well, also, I do think that Thug is suffering from, the pre-Meek Mill syndrome. Thug got to get off Twitter. Everything started really going downhill when Thug started tweeting too much, man. From the first tweet that says whatever Wham says goes, not one tweet.
Now it's Twitter. This shit is whack, bro. It's been whack. I don't know none of these niggas. I ain't friends with none of these niggas. I ain't gotta save no relationships with none of these niggas. That shit is whack. If it's whack, call that shit whack, man, and get that shit out the way, man. Let's just be honest about this shit, man. This shit is too weird now, man. Niggas make this shit too weird. It's about everything except the music. Nigga won't speak on the music. Twitter, he started tweeting too much. Man, fuck out of here, man.
That has lasted or aged well. Let's be honest. The Thug that didn't speak, that never explained himself, the Thug that just basically lived in whatever your perception was, but he just kept dropping music, was the Thug that won. Now, I don't know. Like, the aura, pause. We don't even see it. Thug just looked like, and I'm not dissing him, I'm just speaking, just objectively, and really, like, I want to encourage him. Thug just looked like a nigga with a lean belly just walking around, bro. Like, even when he come on stage, it don't even look like, oh, shit, that's legendary. It just looked like, that's Jeffrey. And I hope I don't take that like I'm dissing him. But I'm telling you, a lot of what Thug did over the years was creating this mystique. It's a reason why people like...
Niggas so scared to tell the truth, bro. I don't want y'all to think that I'm dissing him. I don't want y'all to think that I'm dissing him. I don't want y'all to think that I'm dissing him. Man, say that shit whack, bro. He need to make better music, man. Gunna, he ain't got Gunna no more. The music sucks. Just plain and simple, bro. It's easy. Real easy to say. But niggas be trying to save face because they buddies with these niggas and shit, man. If you go, and that's how the music shit got fucked up anyway, man. Y'all let too much shit slide. Y'all let too much whack shit in, and and give it a pass because you worried about a nigga aura and the way he dressed. That's more important than the music is. In what other genre is that possible? If a bitch do R&B and she can't sing and hitting the wrong notes and hitting the wrong key, it's whack. They getting out of here. But we let any fucking thing slide on this shit, and I don't like that shit, bro. I'm just being real. Facts. Rest in peace, my boy Dolph, man. Let's go.
Cardi makes you think he's a fucking vampire hanging upside down when you don't see him. Is he doing that? No. But that's the mystique. Damn, how is this motherfucker regularly? It's the reason why Uzi makes it seem like he might be devilish, he might be this, he might be that. But with Thug, I felt like we've figured him out. Thug has been defending himself and clearing up every rumor to the point Thug wore a dress, they called him gay, never said nothing. Now Thug is saying the two things you don't want to be is a snitch and a gay person. It just goes to show that for most guys, not for most guys, but for street niggas, the ones who care about it a lot, still in their advanced age, attacking their street credibility is a very valid weapon. It will get them to crash out. So I'm watching Thug, but he looks very unfamiliar to me. These sales told me that Thug is in a place where he needs a career refresh and a restart. I don't care who are his friends. I don't care if him and Lil Baby still gonna pop bottles and pop models or whatever they would do together. Who cares? He got to figure out his friendships. We lose friends from time to time. But with Thug, I believe, got to figure out for his career. And I don't think that the music was ass. That's the...
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
See what the fuck I'm talking about, bro? See what I'm talking about? It's about everything but the music. You selling the 48,000 records, but it ain't about the music. It's ass.
The funny thing. But I've kept telling y'all, it's a lot more that goes into promoting music and people receiving music than just the quality of the music. The perception of the person matters. It matters. I'm telling you it matters. If you made music like NBA Youngboy, but you was getting slapped every week and ran out the hood and niggas took your chain every month, it wouldn't sound the same. The fans wouldn't react the same. The perception and the image matters.
Again, that shit started mainly with this internet shit, bro. Again, the perception is more than anything. Okay. All right. Let's say that's where the problem lies right there, okay? Because rapping is an art form. If niggas want to believe it or not, it's an art form. Just like a nigga that write books or something or write movies. Denzel was not a crooked cop, bro, in the movie. He was portraying a crooked cop in the movie. Rapping is about using your imagination, being creative, telling stories, being a good storyteller. The same damn shit. Painting a picture, man. If you thinking these fools is doing the shit that they say they doing and they ain't locked up and in jail and under the jail and shit like that, then you a goddamn fool. If you ain't seen plenty examples of these niggas that was trying to do that shit, when they got caught, where the fuck are they? Locked up in jail, doing time, all that shit, because they told on they motherfucking self in these goddamn songs. Bro, this shit is art, man. Let it be art, man. Paint a good picture, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's real or not. If this shit sound dope, if it's dope, it's fucking dope, man. That's it, man. That's the way I see it. That's the way it should be seen. That's the way it was. And the internet and this type shit right here is what fucked it up, man. In my opinion. Just my opinion. I ain't telling y'all to agree with me, but I'm telling you from how I seen it. And I've seen it from the start of this shit. I'm damn near the same age as hip-hop. So I done seen all the stages of it from the beginning to where the fuck it's at now. That's why I can talk about it like I talk about it. But let's continue, fam.
Young Thug image has been decimated. I watched him even earlier. He was on Aiden Ross stream. He ain't look the same. He just looked like a regular old nigga. I'm being honest. I hope people ain't saying, yo, act. Why are you still hating on Thug? Because I'm not. I'm not.
Them niggas have to make that shit known. Worried more about hating on a nigga or the perception of a nigga hating on him. Man, fuck that shit, man. That shit is whack. Ain't no hate. It's just the fucking truth, man. That shit whack, bro. I don't care if you say I'm hating on her or I'm a hater. Nah, I'm a realist. I'm a truth teller. I'm not delusional. That shit is garbage. That's your reason. And I liked the So Much Fun album. And I liked the songs that had gun on it. And I liked some of his first shit. I liked the ooh song, ew, 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 or whatever that shit was when it first came out. I liked Danny Glover. I liked I'm a Stoner. You see what I'm saying? So, but this shit here is trash, man. It's just the facts, bro. He lost his mojo, man. It ain't that no more, man. Let's go, bro.
Thug has to find that artistic bag that allows him to express himself, but but also allow his artistry to overshadow anybody that requires any explanation. That's what Cardi does. There's a million things you could clear up about Cardi. Well, Cardi, are you gay? Hey, Cardi, did you do this? Hey, Cardi, why did you do that? Yo, hey, do you fuck with Ye? Hey, were you being funny when you did this? He doesn't say nothing. All he does, he just drops some new music. That's part of the mystique. Before Young Thug went to jail, I remembered one notable interview. Well, two. The one with the Breakfast Club and the one with $1 Million Worth of Game. Now, I feel like Young Thug has been trying to convince us he's not a bad person. Not tell him to play the villain, but I think it's done a number on the people. And by the way, the reason why I'm speaking like this,
sound like a hater.
I'm one of the people who actually do believe that snitching is normalized. So if you did tell or did rat or whatever, you could still be successful. Now, I'm not here to stamp who did or who didn't, but according to certain people, they feel like Gunna did. Gunna is fine. Gunna is fine. So I'm in the belief that even if you're accused of these things, you could still be fine. So I thought Young Thug's sales was still going to be in like 110, 120,000. This to me was the proof that I'm wrong. That, because I told you, I said, listen, the fans are going to be a little whatever, but Atlanta niggas is rocking with him. They are rocking with him. Y'all see now they rocking with him, right? What it told me now, fans ain't that eager to click on a Young Thug album right now.
It didn't tell you that the shit was whack, bro. That's what it told me. And hearing it told me that as well. That's why ain't nobody clicking on that shit. And cause this nigga did some sucker shit from the cover to the first goddamn song on that bitch. Whack sucker ass shit, man. I don't nobody want to hear that weak ass shit, man. Get that shit out of here. I'm gonna let y'all continue, man. Y'all want to finish watching this shit, y'all go to Akademiks page. I'm out, bro. Appreciate y'all for hitting the like button, sharing, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Appreciate the PayPals and the Cash App donations. We really appreciate it, man. Jake need to run the city, no cap rap news. Peace.
See you again soon. I see.